we reached the third of the way mark in League One Ontario play as Windsor City FC takes on ProStars here on We Did It All. Good afternoon, I'm Justin Prince. Welcome to today's matchup from Acumen Stadium here in Windsor, Ontario, as we see how Windsor City FC tries to bounce back from 3 straight lost matches. ProStars, meanwhile, in the hunt for the top 6, looking to continue a streak of 4 of their past 5 matches, finishing with victories. Lots to talk about when it comes to tonight's tilt here on a hot Sunday evening. ProStars getting themselves all situated and ready to go. Here's how they'll start today. Their goalkeeper today will be Ivan Pavea. Starting alongside Diego de Jesus, Noah Karuta starts alongside Osman Hussein, their leading goal scorer. Sebastian Lopez also strong when it comes to scoring. Jordan Webb coming off a Performer of the Month award for the squadron midfield, and the captain today, but Thomas Joseph, Dominic Paris, along with Abakarik Hussein. Quinn Lenardi starts alongside Rowan Sayaka, along with Zereb Mohammed as your starting grouping for ProStars. 15 points on the table, battling in a tie, in fact, with 3 different teams total amongst them. Windsor City FC, meanwhile, they're looking to try and move from the bottom half of the table. Once again in net today, Dante Carrero. He'll start alongside Mark David Siegel. Elijah Papasic starts alongside Gianfranco Facineri. Facineri, the captain's patch today. Nathaniel Clemming starts on alongside Andrei Emanov. Jose Pabon starts off alongside Jonathan Agapito. Owen Antonuk leading the way in scoring for Windsor City this season with 4 goals. Alongside Calvin Lobel, and then it's Matthew Andreas rounding out the lineup today for the 2 and 4 Windsor City FC squad. Players getting themselves ready. Let's take a look at their officials that they will see on the field today. Joey Hilpich will be starting as the referee today. Then it's Teodoric Lishuk alongside Vio Pipitone, along with Lucian Berlacy. The rest of your officiating crew for this League One Ontario matchup. And as these players get situated, it's a very hot day. The hottest starting time and temperature of the season. 25 degrees Celsius, mainly sunny skies. The wind currently gusting as high as 27 kilometers an hour. The current wind projected around 19 kilometers an hour to the east. Although, as seen with some of the flags throughout the field today, the wind is swirling once more, as commonly seen here at Acumen Stadium. Just moments away from today's match. Today's match day sponsor for Windsor City FC, Diori Farms Landscape Supplies. Glad to have them aboard as we get ready to see Windsor City FC start with the ball here from the city. We're underway for League One Ontario play from Windsor. Windsor City FC already lofting it down the field, trying to aim for Andreas out of their reach. Back to midfield, bounced around a couple times. Kick back and forth over towards Andreas, and out of touch. ProStars from Brampton getting to work. A little theatrics off the pass. Trying to go fast both sides. Mohammed, too strong to Mohammed on the pass. Kick back the other direction to midfield. Andreas floats it out of touch for another quick throw-in. It's into play. Starting high tempo to start. Right for the onset with a quick kicking. Throw in, knocked down from the header by Windsor City. Still picked back up by ProStars. Back to the keeper is the kick. Pavea. Pavea moves it on the lawn. Pavea, just his first start of the season, just 1 minute appeared in prior to today's matchup. Loaded her far side. Kick back up into the sky. Back and forth, trying to control the possession. Karuta able to move it along. Kick back along. Knocked down again by Windsor City. Moved ahead. Facineri. Pass back and forth to Facineri. Intercepted. Fourth now, Hussein. Has it tackled away quickly. Moved back inside Windsor City FC side of the pitch. Approaching the 2-minute mark of action. Windsor City looking to try and get a shot up. Going for the cross. And a tumble on the shot attempt. No call as the throw coming for the goalkeeper. Windsor City FC wanting the call for potential contact in the box. They do not get the penalty there. Torres with the steal. Picked back up by Agapito. Move back to Eminov. Kick back to the defenders. Work back to the near side. Windsor City FC ice cold as of late as that one bounces off the face of a ProStars player off Andreas and kicked out for a Windsor City FC throw-in. But in regards to that ice cold start to scoring as of late, just 2 goals scored in 3 matches. The last time scoring goals against Roma, whom are at the bottom of the table with 1. The player hit by the ball is now being checked by the referees. That is Abakar Hussein, 2002-born player, being checked out and had been deflected off of Andreas' foot into the mouth of the midfielder. Back into play. So the trained staff in the midst of checking out the ProStars FC player with concussion protocol. So like they'll stay on the field. No, now it's being directed off the pitch. They'll make sure everything is okay before letting the player return. No substitution being indicated yet for ProStars as we set up for the throw-in. Coming up to 4 minutes into this first half of play. Right now, officials trying to call for more space, and instead they call a quick drop kick. Facineri looking forward, now kicks it to his left, and too far as it goes to the fencing. So yet to get a first shot up on the board so far today. ProStars coming off a stretch where they, in their past 2 matches, have scored 6 goals, not allowed a single goal. However, they did get blown out 5-0 to Simcoe County Rovers FC at Terry Funk Stadium in mid-May. Down the field, and a header by the goalkeeper, Pavea. Moved up for midfield, Andreas getting the pass back. Windsor City FC trying to catch them off guard. Broken up, back onto the pitch after the quick check, Hussein. Battle around midfield. Knockdown draws the whistle. Sebastian Lopez, that time making contact with Owen Antonuk. And that draws a whistle. They'll regroup. So far, so strong when it comes to Owen Antonuk season, mind you. The leading scorer for Windsor City FC, 4 goals this campaign in 6 matches, 540 total minutes. Has played just about every single minute in 2023 so far. City FC trying to figure out where they're supposed to go. Looks like they now have something sorted. Clemmings moved up. Now looking around on the pass to the side. Skirt around the side, knocked out, trying to battle with Zeminoff. Right around the edge of in touch. They might have gone out of touch, yes. Whistles blowing, flag raised. Windsor City FC throw-in. City trying to work very quickly today. Team being assisted by one of the youth programs in the region. LaSalle Stoppers' under-12 boys team is on the sideline today. Taking part in opening ceremonies as well, assisting retrieving the balls. Windsor City FC back to midfield meanwhile. Roll back to Siegel. Quick passing Andreas. Open space, Bobone. Bone turning back over to Siegel. Siegel to the pass through traffic. Lobel. Back up top, Facineri. Quickly passed along to the far side. Looking for the quick square up for the cross. Evanov trying to loft it. Misses the woodwork. Out of touch. Goal kick. Now signaling towards the corner is the main referee after that. So a decent setup. And they'll get another chance on that one with 6 minutes and 30 seconds off the board in the first half of play. Let's take a look. Looks like, yes, just touched by the goalkeeper's hand. Pavea is the reason for the throw there. or rather the corner kick. Electing to pass it off instead. Trying to work forward. Agapito looking for the cross. Kept in touch. Now ruled out of touch for the goal kick. Recorded so far, once more in the early going despite the one attempt. So far when it comes to ProStars, their goal scoring has been led by Sebastian Lopez with 4 and Osman Hussein with 3 goals, but 4 yellow cards in 7 matches. Keep an eye on those players today as at midfield, Windsor City FC trying to battle back and forth for the ball, drawing an air whistle and a throw-in. Still being very difficult to move ahead so far. Batted back and forth. On a couple pokes and a kick up. Move back to the goalkeeper. Tracing it down is Pavea. Pavea moves it now from the far side to near side. To Jesus. Jesus going long. 1-on-1. Webb nearest on the pass target. Instead bounces to Carrero. Rolls it to Facineri. Adjustments coming to play for Windsor City FC, starting to slow down a touch. Trying to pass it back along to the other side. They kick it out of bounds and out of touch. ProStars with their best positioning of the match so far in Windsor City FC territory. Quick passing back and forth. Trying to steal it away. Emanov does. Jordan Webb couldn't hold on to it. A jump over one player. Here comes Emanov, setting things up on the pass. The rush up the field. Pavone overruns it. Pass back to Andreas. Andreas, soft shot, tries to cross, can't get there. Kicked away by ProStars FC. Able to extort away for more pressure in the early going. Sven Hossein. Move back near side. Webb. Trying to avoid the tackle. Knocked out a touch. That'll set things up for the throw-in. Webb off the bounce. Kabar Hussein. Move back to center. To Jesus. Back and forth touches. Trying to spread the play out. Still on the bounce to Jesus. Jesus going long on the pass. Facineri steals it away. Move back up Antonuk. Quickly back and forth. Facineri moves it along the side. Looking ahead this time to Siegel. Work back to Facineri. Now over to Siegel. Siegel near side. Up to Andreas. Andreas cuts to left. Still looking at go quick on the pass. Does. Now back to Siegel. Move back to Lobel. Lobel passes in open space on Andreas. Andreas trying to set it up. Knocked out of touch. Corner kick for the second time this match. So far, Windsor City FC with the early momentum here on their home pitch. They've had the week off. That seen in turn them having to gear up for a busy month of June where they play each Sunday or Saturday all the way until August. Liking to pass it instead, Windsor City. Now lofting to the box, the header. Through the traffic, and the catch. And a throw by Pavea. ProStars FC streaking up the far side and overrunning it. That was Parrish trying to bring it up the field, forced to retreat back, slides it back, and tackles a Windsor City FC player in the process. So a Windsor City FC player is down, and a yellow card comes up for the ProStars player. Let's take a look. This is after Paris had to retreat back. Watch, knows he's losing the ball, then slides down, and it tackles the Windsor City FC player. So our first yellow card of the match coming in there for Paris. It's his first of the season. That comes in the 11th minute of play. That back underway. Windsor City FC with the ball. Papasic. Looking on the floater. The wind blowing far side corner. And offsides too far by at least 5-6 yards. ProStars FC to retake the ball. Now I'll note when it comes to ProStars, a busy time for their organization because when it comes to some of their respective players entering the day. A lot of discussion after one of their players made the under-18 Portugal team. That being Jesse Costa, just yesterday announced in the midfield for Portugal. Congratulations to Jesse Costa. ProStars on the run ahead. At a touch throw-in just near the corner. And an extra ball has managed to come onto the field, so that will take a quick second to sort. They'll throw-in man, this time switching it over to Saka. I get to the box, off of Windsor City FC midfielder. Bounced off of Babone. Babone not able to hold on to it as it rolls back to the center logos. Floated back ahead. Skirted ahead by Lopez. Now, Bakar Hussein knocked out to the new football equipment. And yes, St. Clair Saints Canadian football coming up. OFC action, their training camp starts next week. Some of the renovations at the field here, including facilities for that team, that action taking place later this summer. Out of touch, throw-in. It's about a third of the way through play as we take a look at some of the LaSalle Stoppers players. Some have made their way off the pitch and back to their families. Plenty taking photos during the pregame ceremonies. Out of touch throw in Windsor City. Working on the throw in this time, Siegel. Pass back to Siegel. Move back quickly. Still trying to find some Papasic amongst those working forward. Facineri with it. Kicked off to the wing. Move back to the goalkeeper once again. Carrero. Carrero playing all but one game this season so far. 14 goals allowed in 5 matches so far this season. Facineri dribbling the ball back and forth. Move back to Cummings. Cummings speeds up, knocked out to the Windsor City FC bench. Throw-in signaled again. And quickly knocked back once more. They'll redo the sequence. Another deflection, this time off Windsor City. Quick throw-in back to ProStars. Long throw to midfield. Knocked back again by Windsor City on the rush. Kick back to the sky in response. Jesus on the kick and the drawn on the landing spot. And a ProStars FC player getting back up there. That draws the free kick. This is why. Facineri. And a roll on the slightest bit of contact there. The kick, ProStars FC trying around the corner. Cummings steals it away. Quickly flicked around the midfield. Pass off target. Take it back, Lenardi. Trading back. Defenders trying to regroup. Switch the sides now to Jesus. Jesus rolled. Bakar Hussein. Quick passes around. flicking it forward, and no one there to take advantage. Was potentially offsides, it touched. Ball draws another free kick, more contact. Similar play to before, Agapito drawing the free kick. And it looks like another card's coming out. Yes, it's a yellow card. Saka called for the second card for the team today. The officials not liking what they were seeing there. And now there's a lot of a warning to the bench. So it was from that sequence, it appears there.
The yellow card has been issued to number 19 of ProStars team.
The bench, mind you, assistants and the main coaches stepping up and talking there. And the Eagles still discussing things with the coaching staff. Now, when it comes to ProStars, they are led by Sam Medeiros. It's like Medeiros still pleading their case. Play continues regardless. Down the field, lofted up at 10-4 Andreas. Knocked back. Jordan Webb. Kick back and forth. Off of Abakar Hussein, down back the field. It goes Osman Hussein. Sprinting up, Mohammed. Up the left wing, Siegel knocks it out. And corner is indeed signaled. They'll set up for the near side for the corner. ProStars, as they set up here, also celebrating earlier this year, Vancouver FC, a new team in the CPL, signed one of their former players who also had experience with Toronto Metropolitan striker Amir Kanani on March the 22nd. Program very excited back at that time on being able to pick up CPL U Sports draft pick, one of their top picks for the new club. Windsor City FC takes the throw in as they kick it out of touch as we approach the 20th minute. No shots on credited yet. Multiple tackles off the ball. Moved up by Amanov. Amanov sprinting ahead quickly. Has space up the left wing once more. Looking at a traffic stolen away. Stars looking for the response back on the cross. Bounces his way to its target. Sven Hussein. Only one defender on their side of the field now getting some help. Mohammed. And booted to the grandstand into the first row. Ball thrown back by the fans. Throw in, quickly getting set up within 5 seconds. Good coordination from the fans. Moved up by De Jesus. Rolled along, Karuda. Gets the pass back. De Jesus. Working midfield. Webb. Karuda. Looking far on the far side. On the bounce. Paris. And runs out past the goal line. Out of touch, goal kick. Couldn't stay in touch to set up the cross. So look at the sequence. See the intent needed at least 3 more feet to work. Back to play, 21st minute. Windsor City FC on the prowl. Emanov looking in back and forth. Finding some pressure. Fatineri trying to pass it to the far side. Clubbings moved up outside, knocked at a touch, quick throw in. Clubbings given quickly short. Lobo. Move back and forth. Pabon. Oh, work into the box as it's taken away back outside of it. Taken right back in turn. Cummings trying to move it to the box. Quick flick off 2 feet. Taken back away by ProStars as it's kicked out. And a goal kick signaled for. Fans wanting to see some production on the score sheet. Pavea. Move back along far side. Work back to Pavea. Pavea walking. Looking to boot forward. Just got it off before he lost about his 5-second cushion. Saucer passed around, taken back again, and nearly dived on top of by ProStars. Windsor City back with it. Loaded up Pavone. Back to the far side with a cross into the box, into the top of the woodwork, and on top of the meshing. Just a little bit wind gust there. Give credit to Pavea, able to hang on there. Now Pavea gets the pass back. Walked from the far side. Long boot. Cummings knocks it down. Back up. Osman Hussein. Sprinting forward. Trying to cut to his right. The tackle. And corner called. That is indeed off Windsor City FC on the slide tackle. And watch the pressure after the slide tackle. This is up the field. Lobel providing the trailer here. And off his right foot and out. All but 4 players for ProStars in the box for the corner. Headed away easily. And another throw-in taken by Windsor City FC, given to ProStars. Off the bouncing Paris. Work back corner. For the cross. Kick back away. Papasik. Move back up in midfield. City FC looking for the chance. Offside, raised by 20 yards. ProStars FC does not want to allow Windsor City to set things back up after these whistles. Worked up midfield. And nearly whiffed on. Instead, picked back up, that time kicked away by Siegel. Fagineri fakes out to his right, kicks to his left. Back run midfield. Cummings. Eminov. Back and forth. Rolled ahead. Trying to avoid Lobel. Now back to Cummings. Back to Lobel. Move back into traffic, and ProStars takes it away. Sprints it up by Webb. Up the field. Hands for the float. Looking for the back and forth space. Still trying to sprint the corner, and the flag raised. Goal kick called. All right, trying to open up space, and a whistle called. Hold on. And directed towards some of the Windsor City FC substitutes. And a Windsor City FC player who is not even on the pitch gets a yellow card. Is the referee not liking what he was hearing there? Watch the back and forth. Again, this is Fagineri on the defense. Multiple attempts to juke away. Draws that just out of touch before the knockdown. And the player in question, I believe, was the one clapping.
To the Windsor FC bench, coming in the 26th minute.
Windsor City FC bench officially credited with the yellow card. The player who is triggering of the yellow card has sat on the bench, and another whistle for a free kick on the tackle. Windsor City FC a good position for a kick opportunity. Just past halfway through this first half of play. 27th minute, no shots on target for either side today. Two ProStars FC players setting up a wall. They set up for the free. Looking for the cross, knocked down quickly, Pavea. Pavea bounces it along, rolls it up to open space for ProStars. Move back along and knock down Lobel. On the rollback. Paris. Kick back to the wing. Moved around for Lopez. Lopez taken back away from Sebastian Lopez. Moved back by Windsor City FC. Working to the midfield. Long kick, Emanov. Out of touch, offsides regardless, based on the position of three down low. Quick throw. Butterflies starting to fly above Acumen Stadium here. 0-0 your score in League One Ontario play on We Digital. Glad to have you with us. It's Windsor City FC taking on ProStars FC. Roll back. Abakar Hussein working along with him. Mar Hussein. Back along. Osman Hussein. Looking for quick pass work. Now is Abakar Hussein. Abakar Hussein forced a retreat, taken back away. And knocked out of touch. Throwback. Got a confirmation on which player for Windsor City FC has been awarded the yellow card. It was Brendan Flannel on the bench who was awarded the yellow card. In that sequence, Flannel coming in usually as of late in the second half of play. In fact, in the last game Windsor City played. Knocked out a touch, throw in with a slice. It's Flannel's first yellow card 2023. Here are the sides. Loaded again. Osman Hussein has taken a back again. Knocked back down. Abakar Hussein. Osman Hussein. Flick back and forth off his hip. The shot over the wood by 50 feet. And he wants a yellow card or at least a whistle in the box. Doesn't get it. More discussions with some of the ProStars FC players they set up for the goal kick. Here's the reasoning for some of this discussion. It was a nifty move in the first place to get there off the right foot, off a bit of the hip, but not triggering contact seen there. Decent separation. By the way, key sponsor for the squad this year for Windsor City FC 625. I'd like to give a shout out to them as well as sponsors such as McTagg, a law firm. Brought their signs out for today's matchup here in Windsor. Throw in coming for ProStars. Move back along Jordan Webb. Flow back Siegel. Kick back Veterinary. Back along for Clemens. Clemens avoids the slide and the tackle. Now has a quick tackle behind and pass back up. But keeping it. Move quickly. The run ahead, and a couple players go flying. Free kick at minimum called here. And it looks like Emanov will get it. Antonuk, rather. So no major contact, but free kick still called from around the third mark. So far today, 3 yellow cards issued. 2 for ProStars, 1 for Windsor City FC. On the header, the shot, caught. Pavea with the first save of the match. Just kicks it off. Sprinted back up in response. Field. Working forward, Andreas. Andreas, a dive down, draws the whistle. Andreas appears one triggering the contact. That sets up goal kick. Here's a look from the free kick situation. A long kick, a nice slice, but caught just around the top of the woodwork. Clemens taken back. Eminov. Trying to search ahead, finds Antonuk. Looking, knocked forward and corner, no goal. In fact, goal kick is called. Working through the 33rd minute of play here on We Digital. 0-0 your score between Windsor City FC and ProStars FC. Down the pitch. Clubbings chases it back down. Carrero calls for it. Carrero flicks it to the near side. Move back along Siegel and a slide. Taken back once again by ProStars for their first shot on target. Forced to chase to the far side, near side, rather and out. Throw-in coming for Windsor City FC. On the bounce. Taken around and taken back. Kar Hussein draws the whistle. And another free kick. And too fast is the sequence there as a Windsor City FC player tried to take the ball away. Here's the reason for the whistle. See a little bit of contact to the right foot causing the trip up. So the officials just making sure of things before we get back going. Jordan Webb will take the free kick. Five ProStars players set up around the box. Webb looking that direction, has 3 passing options open to his right. Electing to go for the cross. The header, the dive, misses the woodwork. Carrero called to be on the touch for it. So a corner coming from the far side. Right there, indeed, Carrero does get a touch of it on the left hand. Or indeed, his right hand, I should say, on the dive to his left. The corner. Slices too far. Slide trying to get back to it instead. ProStars with a chance. Looking around. Back off a couple faces and booted to the sky. Webb on that shot. Under 10 minutes to play, pending extra time in the first half of play. Moved up by Windsor City. Agapizzo loses the ball. Moved back the other direction by ProStars. On the wing, off the touch. Here goes Osman Hussein. Working forward, tripped up, whistle called, and Windsor City FC ruled with the ball. And a yellow card is in the hands of the referee. Who will it be issued to? Let's take a look at the quick replay. And no one touched him after the first stride on the slide tackle. Yellow card indeed awarded. So that's the third yellow card for ProStars today. The issued yellow card going the direction. Hussein with his 5th yellow card in 8 matches now. So the free kick now for Windsor City FC after the issued yellow card to Osman Hussein. Windsor City FC still taking some time here. Pepachik. Work back to Carrero. Move back on the roll. Side. Looking to go far again. Same play as before. Agapito staying just onside. Oh, 2 players flop down, and that draws a free kick. Windsor City directed to the flag. And already the officials discussing things there. Agapito wants his free kick. Let's take a look here. For that. And 1 flops back, 1 rolls forward. And now that leads to a lot of discussion with both teams wanting to go their respective directions. Still 7 minutes to go, pending extra time in this first half of play. Either way, Agapito ruled with the ball. Pavea directing the wall, traffic, just 2 ProStars FC players to build it. Officials just waiting till they like the formation up on the wall. Filipic appears to be happy with the alignment. From 25 yards out for the header and a whistle in the box, but ProStars FC ruled with the kick. Pavea wanting his team to get back out. Let's take a look what brought that whistle. See, right there-ish from the header attempt. Around that header attempt, rather. Windsor City FC kicks it back to ProStars. Floated back the other direction. Not back around on the kicks. Lobau. Put back Facinelli. Working to Clemmings. Fake to Clemmings, in fact. Back up to midfield. Still trying to sprint forward, Antonuk. Taken back away by ProStars. 40th minute now underway. Looking back along the midline. And a spin roll around. Jordan Webb drawing the whistle. Webb down on top of the ball. Officials checking on Webb. Here's why. See, another drawn whistle. Appears to be no physical contact. And back to play. Well, back to De Jesus. Jordan Webb. Bounce around to Jesus. And taken back away by Emanov on the hit. Moved ahead by Antonuk. Antonuk having to go on a handstand for a moment. Draws the whistle and another free. For about 35 yards out. And the officials discussing things now with the ProStars FC bench because of the whistle. And it looks like a card's coming out to the bench. Or at least a lot of discussion. Some of the substitutions not happy there. Yellow card is indeed displayed to the ProStars FC bench. So another yellow card issued to ProStars. Their 4th this match. Another yellow card issued.
A yellow card has been issued to the
And this has been a yellow card-filled affair. 4 for ProStars, 1 for Windsor City. Mind you, both sides have not made a substitution yet. So now some of this may come into play on how those second half rotations go if this match stays tight. Second bench player as well today to get one. Meanwhile, on the positive note, did you know that Fling's Fried Chicken is now sponsoring the Windsor City FC Man of the Match? Yes, after each match, Windsor City FC's Man of the Match will be sponsored by Fling's Fried Chicken. Located in your downtown Windsor, open 7 days a week. Stick around post-match to find out who is awarded Windsor City FC Man of the Match. And if you're hungry for some chicken, go to Fling's today. Open till 10 p.m. For the free kick, Facineri, the header scores! The captain, Facineri, breaks through with his second goal of the season and the first goal of the match. It's 1-0 Windsor City FC. And perfect positioning for the header off of Facineri's forehead right over the goalkeeper. And nothing you can do if you're Pavea but say, well done. Back underway as the fans see Windsor City FC in possible upset mode now, approaching the 44th minute. Up 1-0 against a team that's tied for top 6 in the standing table. Midfield. Roll back. Sven Hussein draws another whistle. ProStars FC kick. Boku rolled ahead. Sebastian Lopez. Down to Webb. Webb looking back through some traffic. Lopez. Just to move it around. Midfielders work with it. Now, Abakar Hussein. Hussein working towards the lower third, taken away. Windsor City FC with numbers, 4 on 3. Now moved up to Andreas. Numbers to Window on the pass of the box, taken back. Approaching possible added time here. Roll back to the near side. Pick back up again, Lobel. Lopez tries to stand on top of the ball. Poked back away by Lopez. Spins back the other way. Lobel trying to get it back. Kicked out. Throw in. ProStars FC off them. Facineri scoring the first goal of the match on just the second shot by Windsor City FC on target. It's Facineri's second goal of 2023. That's why Windsor leads before the half. Added time underway. Working down the goal line. Stepped back by ProStars. We're back on the passing. Sebastian Lopez. Far, kick to Carrero. 1 minute of added time, working to the 46th minute on your top screen. City FC responds back down the near side, out of touch. Throw in. Play sequence of this first half of play. Jesus holding on to it. Just kicked to midfield. Webb. No yet as we reach 46th minute on the clock. Move back up the field. Does that draw it? Whistle. Towards ProStars' side. ProStars player is down. Likely going to be the last kick of this first half of play based on the timing. Setting up with the urgency. This is from about 27 yards out. Lopez looking to tie it, heading into the break. 5 players set up as a wall. 5 possible attackers for ProStars. This to end the half. Lopez stopped on the save. Carrero sprints into open space. Boots it as far as possible, and that ends the first half of play. Windsor City FC, with a goal in the 43rd minute, take a 1-0 advantage to the locker rooms. Second half coverage coming up in just a bit. You're watching We Digital for coverage of League One Ontario play from Windsor, Ontario.
The officer found me and I was bleeding to death.
I was diagnosed with a very rare disease, which basically affects the body's ability to produce blood cells.
I received several blood transfusions from 14 different donors.
It's heartwarming that so many people factored into keeping me alive.
That beautiful gift to give blood, you saved my life.
It only takes a moment of your time, but it means a lifetime of benefit.
Become a blood donor. Visit blood.ca and book an appointment now.
Mont's On-Time Express, established in 2006, strategically based on the border in Windsor, Ontario, offers its services to anyone in Canada or the United States. From minivans to 24-foot straight trucks, we're committed to make any move, big or small, quick and easy for our customers. For bigger loads, accommodations can be made to supply dry vans as well as flatbed trucks. Our highly trained drivers always follow all safety protocols and precautions to ensure your shipments not only arrive on time, but more importantly, safe. Our dispatch is available 24/7, 365, and we constantly have trucks on the move throughout Ontario, Quebec, and the United States. We are strongly supported by a first-class compliance department so that we meet all current regulations on both sides of the border. We use the most updated dispatch software to access and follow our freight wherever it goes. Our trucks are equipped with GPS and cell phone tracking, so you know when your shipment will arrive. Being CSA Fast, PIP, CTPAT, and SmartWay approved, we can accommodate all of our customers' requests. When it needs to be on time, Mont's On-Time Express.
No, I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit, but it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded.
So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, Ontario, as we start off the second half of play. League One Ontario from Acumen Stadium. 1-0 your score here on We Digital. I'm Justin Prince. So far, Windsor with 2 shots, 1 total save from ProStars FC. The goal going to captain Gianfranco Facineri, his of the season. There is one thing ProStars is leading in today, and the yellow cards, because the total is 5. Previously mentioned 4, but 2 yellow cards were given in an exchange up along the bench. Multiple substitutions are currently being made by ProStars, though. Their first changes of this entire match, 3 being completed just before they get underway amongst those. Plus Joseph rushing onto the field to finish things up amongst the lineup. Joseph originally had been marked towards your starting lineup today. Also coming in, Jaden Miko. Also amongst those with the backside, Lopez. Back it away, ProStars with the ball to start. Give things off to Joseph to begin, and kicked up to Facineri. Loaded back the other direction. Moved back around by Windsor City, and out of touch. Throw-in coming. So underway, once again, starting a little bit higher tempo pace. Amongst those also now in, Demario Adamson. Adamson passes it back. Move back up, Osman Hussein. Rolled over to Sebastian Lopez. Kick back forward, bounced around off Joseph. Joseph forced retreat to midfield. Given back again to Karuda. Back for the square up, just 2 defenders back currently for ProStars FC in the formation. Bringing 3 attackers forward here, down by 1. Make it 2 as they rotate. Looking forward, it's Webb. Up the pass. Work back on the kick. Mohammed going for the cross, and overrun from Joseph. Clemmings breaking it up, but out of touch. Throw in ProStars FC. So ProStars will set up for the throw-in deep in Windsor City FC territory. On the quick header. Rolling its way to the goalkeeper. Curl. Evanov. Clemmings. Facineri. Also is on the near side. Andreas as well. Worked up to Clemmings. Moved up quick, Emanov on the speed up. Pabon can't get to it. Taken back and stolen back away on the pass back. Emanov. Moved to Clemmings to Emanov. Andreas up the near side wing. For the cross, booted away. Headed away by Facineri. The Seagull now on the far side. Lobel can't keep on it. Move back instead on the interception. Pabon. Loaded back down, and offsides called. Offsides triggered by about 3 feet, if not 3 yards. ProStars quickly, not even really kicking it too much positioning. Pabon steals it away. Taking on the header. At the duck. Bounce back out, and that will roll its way under a bench. After the throw in, Adamson. Move back near side. Around the far side. Looking towards that near side. Still trying to draw traffic back and forth. Karuda. Now working Pavea. Karuda. Kicked around Joseph. Joseph soft touch. Still inside ProStars FC zone. Miko. Grazed around. Lopez retreating. Avoiding one tackle and slipping back. ProStars FC with the free kick. Quickly booted to the far side to midfield. A chance for a foot race. Abakar Hussein. On The left wing, knocked back off the foot of Mohammed. Mohammed looking for a pass off. Lopez slid away from him. Kicked away by Windsor City FC for a throw-in. Working through our 49th minute of play here on We Digital Productions. Ontario play, Windsor City FC leading 1-0 over ProStars FC. Worked up the far side. Hussein. Pass to space. A chance in the box for an open cross and score. Tomas Joseph celebrates as ProStars is on the board. It's 1-1. No one there to defend Joseph on the cross. Open space, just staying barely on sides, and then an open crease. So give that to Tomas Joseph. That's his first goal in his second match of 2023. 1-1. Here on We Digital. Andreas, the pass intended for him, stolen and knocked out. Clemens. Pumped it. Throws it again. Knocked back to midfield. Clemens, Antonuk. Sped up the tackle. ProStars with a sea of tackles as that draws the free. And a quick discussion as ProStars sets it up for the free kick. Lopez with it. Move back around Karuta. Back out and kick too far. Off the throw, ProStars. That's Joseph, his first goal of the season moments ago, officially added to the scoreboards here at Acumen Stadium. 51st minute of play now. 1-1. Both sides yet to have a draw this season. Joseph with the goal in the 50th minute. Guerrero. Rolled on to Facineri. Moved around to Clemens. Emanov. Trading back, other side. Working ahead. Time booted ahead by Papacek. Chichin drawing contact free, no big throw. ProStars starting to switch the momentum tray. Moved up near side. On the kick back from Miko. Like to go far side instead. Directing traffic. Kar Hussein. Through it. Osman Hussein. Booted away. Andreas. Andreas takes it away from traffic. Passed up again. Anov stolen away on the long pass. Moved up. Karuta to the wing. Joseph. Looking for a second. Passed up top of the box. Move back around the box. The long shot. Off and above the woodwork. Goal kick is the signal. Trying to open up some traffic right in front of the net. Just too far is the boot here. Just too much loft underneath the ball with the shoelaces. Meanwhile, out the other way, Pavea feeds it off. Work back along the far side. Lots of distance having to be ran down by Webb. Webb hands it back off. Looking up the wing. Bakar Hussein losing the ball and rolled out of touch. Goal kick signaled. Small pass from the goalkeeper. Clemmings with it. Andreas. And broken up quickly by the footsteps. Clemmings heads it back away. Andreas trying to avoid a tackle. Instead, taken back away. Move towards the box. Sane. Passed out of traffic. Siegel on the defense. Trying to slide, tackle it away. Hits the side of the meshing. And another goal kick. ProStars has controlled just about a majority of the possession time this second half of play. Windsor City FC controlled that possession time early in the first half. Pavone offsides by 15 yards. ProStars FC working fast. Move back around on the tiptoe passing. Again, ProStars FC preferring to work to the left of their respective offensive scheming today. Moved up by Mohammed. Worked through the traffic. Webb. Jobbing back right. Roll back Adamson. A long tee up and a long dive for the save. Carrero with the stop. Corner coming up from ProStars FC. Signal for the near side. Carrero starting to get very busy this half. Here's a look at the previous sequence. He just the tee up before it finds its way to Adamson for the long shot. Adamson, keep in mind this season, no goals in 3 previous matches. 191 total minutes. On the corner. Squirts off 2 Windsor City FC players. A slight tackle breaks up the chance. Windsor able to kick it away, but it's not averted yet. Pressure still on. Usman Hussein, pass around to Strawn and out. Pressure averted. Here is off the side of Clemmings' face, and Andreas having a slide for about 5 feet out to be able to stop the shot that could have given ProStars the lead. Imaginary to Clemmings. Meanwhile, not able to do it. Little too strong from Vacineri. Coming up to the 57th minute. 4 shots on target now for ProStars. 3 saves for Windsor City FC. Andreas rolls by, and Windsor City taking it back. Andreas ruled not to have touched it. Clemmings the hop. Going on with 3 players going for the header, and ProStars with it. And signaling towards Antonuk. Pabone also discussing things as the free kick quickly passed away. Move back to the far side. Looking through, Clemmings breaks it up. Gennari trying to sprint it away. 20-yard sprint, moved up for one-on-one. On the left wing, Pavone to Facineri. Gennari retreats back. Move back, Lobel. Back far side, Siegel. Siegel with lots of touches early in the season, very quiet since. Now, Emanov moving to it at the logo, Clemmings. Emanov. Move back the other side and scored it back the direction from. Sprint back far side and a tackle knocks it out of touch. Windsor City FC trying not to lose this chance, approaching the 60th minute. Worked off a couple bars. A long cross attempt for the header. Andreas can't get to it. Booted away by Adamson. Moved up midfield, Mohammed. Back to the wing. Osman Hussein. Watching Webb work. Back to Osman Hussein. Back around the quick passing. Tic-tac into Windsor City ball. Move back the other way, and a whistle blows as it nearly sails out. Free kick, ProStars FC. Antonuk this time drawing the whistle. And now ProStars looking to see if they can get shot 5 on target. Here's where. Antonuk, you've seen with the slide tackle, that was on Miku. On the live play in front of the net. Stars trying to get it squared up. No one able to get clear possession in the box. A dive. Carrero stops it. Put it away by Windsor City. Carrero needing chances to breathe. ProStars FC gets themselves a breather to regroup. Looking possibly to the defenders from the near side. Now looks far side. Move back up the far sideline. Focusing on the 15-20 yard distance passing today. Worked along the side and a whistle. ProStars FC free. Yellow card is coming out here. And it involves that play. There was a look at the issuing for Antonuk. Believe indeed issued. Antonuk indeed confirms second yellow card for Windsor City today. For Antonuk, it is his first all year. He had a couple whistles drawn for free kicks prior to that. Now they've waved that off. They put the yellow card back from Antonuk. Headed away from Windsor City FC. Now back the other direction. Thomas Joseph. Now into play, Carrero. Carrero with the save. Confirmation on who the yellow card was awarded to there. It went to Mark David Siegel, not to Antonuk. For Mark David Siegel. Siegel's second of the season. Working through the 62nd minute. Work back around, play for Agapito, and flag is raised. ProStars FC ball. Agapito trying to plead their case. Still, ProStars FC playing around the hands. Siegel, whistle. And back the other direction. It's close to the offsides whistle, either direction. But it looks like the referee now discussing things here too, because of the way the body positioning was for the battle for the ball. Vatineri after the free. Seeing Eminov roll. And we walked with it for a second. It's back to Eminov off the target. Taken back by ProStars. Looking for a loft. Osman Hussein can't get it. Move back to Andreas. Andreas setting up. Pavone the dive. Pavea there in time. Some impressed crowd members here today from both sides with how the plays have gone so far. Very tightly contested. Tied for 6. ProStars entering the day. Windsor City FC towards the bottom half of the table entering this Sunday action. Down the side and more whistles. Down on the pitch is Mohammed. And the referee will help back up sequence. And it looks like the book is coming out of the here. This note is being taken with Jonathan Agapito. It is officially issued. Jonathan Agapito has the yellow. Agapito, second of this season. Still no red cards for those wondering here today for League One Ontario play in Windsor. Free kick for ProStars. Looking to take the lead. Batted down, Carrero. Roll back by Lenari. Looking back to Tross to the box. Kicked away instead by the side of Clemmings' leg. Loaded a little bit off the ground by Osman Hussein. Now Lopez. Skirts it in the box. Slide tackle in the box. And a signal to that spot for a penalty. Siegel on the slide tackle. Now it could get interesting if indeed right. No, it looks like goal kick instead. Originally was signaled towards that corner. Instead, no contact is the ruling after the initial call. Back along the field, Pabon. Moved up, Antonuk and tripped up. Windsor City FC, free kick. And now, this does draw contact, and this in turn draws our first substitution in live play. Bastian Aguilera did not start today's matchup. A surprise as he started the season before today. He's now coming in for Kellyan Lobel. Aguilera, on the score sheet this season, has been active in terms of trying to set up the offensive opportunities for Windsor City. So 4 ProStars players for the wall. From 24 yards out. And off the wall and deflected right, free for a corner kick. Good defensive play. Watch the blocker nearest to your screen. Right off the left hip. One of the first times this season that happened out. This is from the near side corner. Facineri, the header. Going for the bicycle. Tapped up in the air. Pavea knocking it away. Knocked back the air direction. Either way, goal kick signaled. ProStars FC working up the far side. 67th minute coming up to the 68th. And another whistle around midfield. ProStars FC continuing to take advantage. Karuda. Move back around. Bounced back about. Andrea. The wing again. Kicked away. Corner still signaled. But Windsor City FC not been able to break through today on the corners. Windsor City sending all but 3 players towards the box for this corner. Sailing through, two ProStars FC players go for the header. Header back, knocked around, and booted away to midfield. Clemmings to Antonuk. No! Headed back, mid-air collision, and a ProStars player is down. Antonuk trying to take advantage, couldn't tee up the cross to Babone. But Joseph is down on the pitch for ProStars, and they are immediately calling for the training staff. Hamid wanting the training staff to be brought down. Now it is. Here's the reason. Landing on the back in that play. So trying to take advantage with that being essentially 11 on 10 for a moment. Could not get the cross set up. Stars player is there, tied up at 1-1, approaching the 70th minute of play on the clock. To remind you that during post-match today, we'll be awarding the Flings Fried Chicken Windsor City FC Man of the Match. That will be also presented by We Digital Productions Director of Operations, Bill Chapman. Be sure to tune in post-game to find out who the Man of the Match is for Windsor City FC. Couldn't I say one favorite candidate for that today, Faccioneri with the goal line. Keep in mind, this is how the goal lines came into today. As mentioned, 5 was the schedule in terms of wins versus losses for ProStars. 5-0 to Simcoe County Rovers, the only loss since then, but 2 straight shutout victories for ProStars, Burlington and Scrosopi, PVB, IA Waterloo, as well as Unionville Milliken amongst the wins as well earlier on in May. And that's all with them expecting to have a busy time battling for 6th. Same can be said for Windsor FC trying to move up the table for losing 3 straight. Goals against North Mississauga and Sigma FC, but not enough to get an advantage in either or. They were also shut out by Alliance United May the 7th. The next time out, though, is again Simcoe County Rovers. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on We Digital Productions. And then the next home matchup is not until July as they head on the road for a couple weeks, starting with a matchup against Hamilton United on Sunday, June the 18th. Hamilton United, a couple spots ahead of Windsor City FC in the table entering the week. Tied up 1-1. Joseph down on the pitch, being checked by the training staff still for ProStars. You got the equalizing goal back in the 50th minute. Faccioneri picking up Windsor City FC's only goal of the match back in the 3rd. Some of the young players in attendance today from LaSalle's youth programs, very least enjoying themselves here in the sunshine. Still a lengthy stoppage here on We Digital. And in turn, League One Ontario play to a stop currently here at Acumen Stadium. Several players for ProStars have gathered around their down teammate in this sequence. So all players being brought to their benches, or at least Windsor City FC squad being brought to the bench. We'll take a break. We come back tied at 1.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded.
So let's make it clear.
vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
And have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
The officer found me, and I was bleeding to death.
I was diagnosed with a very rare disease, which basically affects the body's ability to produce blood cells.
I received several blood transfusions from 14 different donors.
It's heartwarming that so many people factored into keeping me alive.
That beautiful gift to give blood, you saved my life.
It only takes a moment of your time, but it means a lifetime of benefit.
Become a blood donor. Visit blood.ca and book an appointment now.
Mont's On-Time Express, established in 2006, strategically based on the border in Windsor, Ontario, offers its services to anyone in Canada or the United States. From minivans to 24-foot straight trucks, we're committed to make any move, big or small, quick and easy for our customers. For bigger loads, accommodations can be made to supply dry vans as well as flatbed trucks. Our highly trained drivers always follow all safety protocols and precautions to ensure your shipments not only arrive on time, but more importantly, safe. Our dispatch is available 24/7, 365, and we constantly have trucks on the move throughout Ontario, Quebec, and the United States. We are strongly supported by a first-class compliance department so that we meet all current regulations on both sides of the border. We use the most updated dispatch software to access and follow our freight wherever it goes. Our trucks are equipped with GPS and cell phone tracking, so you know when your shipment will arrive. Being CSA Fast, PIP, CT-PAT, and SmartWay approved, we can accommodate all of our customers' requests. When it needs to be on time, Mont's On-Time Express.
No. I never smoked any. Sure, I smoked a bit, but it was more your mom who was into it. Pot grows naturally, but it won't help you grow as a person.
Talking cannabis with your teen can be learned. Download our free brochure.
You know what? Poison ivy grows naturally, but it's not good for you, is it?
Find the answers you need at drugfreekidscanada.org.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded.
So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Mont's On Time Express has all of your delivery needs covered with a fleet of 50 vehicles, including cargo and sprinter vans, along with 24-foot straight trucks. It doesn't matter if the freight is big or small. Mont's On Time Express can guarantee safe and prompt delivery service throughout Canada and the United States. Licensed to broker freight throughout North America, Mont's On Time Express features same-day delivery service, along with a state-of-the-art dispatching system and live GPS tracking assistance. Mont's is fully insured and Canadian bonded and has certifications with FAST, CTAT, PIP, and SmartWay. Mont's On Time Express is open 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. To get your delivery moving, contact Mont's On Time Express at www.montsontime.ca or call toll-free at 877-250-8282.
Email from school about the incident today.
Scary.
You know, teachers like me, parents, we don't always know as much as you guys do about what's going on with other kids.
Half the time, it's rumors.
Yeah, but if you're ever concerned about a friend who's having trouble with alcohol, prescription drugs, anything, you need to tell an adult, someone you know and trust. That can be hard, but speaking up about a problem is what helping a friend is all about.
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. Did she have peanut butter for lunch?
My name is Nicole Pekala. Before I was in the welding program, I was a pet nutritionist at a pet shop for about 3 years. You'll be surprised how great it is to be a woman in the trades because it's such a welcoming community. Every woman that I've met that's in the trades program or has studied within the trades is just so happy to be in it. And why wouldn't you want to be a part of something that everybody else is enjoying and loving themselves?
currently in an injury delay here at Acumen Stadium. Here on We Digital 1-1, your score, Windsor City FC, ProStars FC. We are currently in the middle of an injury stoppage after a player went down around the 67th minute. We are currently on the waiting of an arrival of an ambulance. We are still waiting on the arrival of an ambulance here at Acumen Stadium. Once we have more information in terms of that timeline, we will let you know as soon as possible. Thank you. Please stay tuned. We are still in an injury delay here on We Digital. We've just received word that the game has been called at a 1-1 draw after approximately 67 minutes played, but an injury stoppage of more than 80 minutes. The ambulance just arrived here at Acumen Stadium, so we're currently complete. Per the officials, they have called the game at a 1-1 draw. Facineri and Joseph, the latter of whom is the player down for ProStars FC, scored the goals today here on We Digital. On that note, I'd like to thank you for sticking with us here on We Digital for today's League One Ontario play here from Windsor.